Imagine, like, writing a piece of code in 1997. You finish your work, you move on, and, your career just progresses.
Yeah, decades pass.
Right. The internet goes from dial-up to broadband to mobile, and then almost 30 years later, an artificial intelligence audits your old work and finds this fatal high-severity flaw you
And
miss.
that isn't a hypothetical. I mean, that actually just happened.
It's wild. So welcome to this deep dive. Today we are opening up the Daily Tech Reader from Monday, July 6, 2026.
A huge day for news, honestly.
Seriously. Our mission today is to explore this fascinating collision course that's playing out in the news for you right now. We are watching our rapidly accelerating technological and financial ambitions just like slam headfirst into the very real physical, biological, and geopolitical limits of our world.
Yeah, when you look at these sources, there's a really distinct pattern. Humanity is simultaneously trying to engineer this perfect future while grappling with the extremely messy realities of the present.
Okay, let's unpack this because we have to start in the digital realm. The sheer speed of AI development is just completely forcing the physical world to scramble for rules, like going back to that 1997 bug. What was it called?
Could bleed. Yeah, it's a critical memory leak in the Squid Web proxy. It's been hiding there since 1997. And the entity that finally caught it was an AI model named Claude Mythos.
Okay, wait, hold on. I need to understand this. How is an AI conceptualizing code that was written when, half the world didn't even have an email address?
Well, so you have to look at how these models read data.
Mhm.
A human engineer looks at code sequentially,
Yeah.
right? They try to follow the logic step by step.
Right, line by line.
Exactly. But Claude Mythos can hold the entire architecture of the proxy in its context window all at once. It spotted this microscopic flaw where the program fails to release memory it no longer needs.
Oh, wow, which eventually crashes the system.
Yeah, or exposes sensitive data. The AI just recognized a structural pattern across thousands of lines of code simultaneously.
And these AIs are, they're only getting more autonomous. I'm looking at Google delaying their Gemini 3.5 Pro model again. And the reason they gave is to optimize its, and I quote, long horizon agentic performance.
Such a corporate phrase.
Right. What does that actually mean in plain English?
Basically, it means the AI is no longer just a chatbot. It's not just you typing a prompt and getting an answer. You give the AI a high-level goal, like manage my supply chain for the next month.
Oh, okay.
And then the AI makes dozens or hundreds of hidden multi-step decisions independently over time to achieve that goal. Google is trailing right now because competitors like Claude Sonnet 5, GPT 5.6, and Fable 5 are already doing this.
Wait, Fable 5?
Yeah, their usage credits go live this Tuesday.
Wow. So we have these autonomous agents thinking multiple steps ahead, and it's not just in the cloud. Tesla literally just launched its fully driverless robotaxi in Miami. That's their 5th U.S. city, by the way. But the crazy part is there is no safety monitor in the vehicle. Unsupervised operation is the default from day one. And they're doing this under Florida state regulations, bypassing federal NHTSA pre-approval entirely.
What's fascinating here is how this shows the physical world scrambling to catch up. NHTSA usually dictates vehicle safety for the whole country, right?
Right.
But because there isn't a codified federal framework for AI drivers yet, Tesla is using a massive loophole. They're relying on a patchwork of state-level permissions to get their hardware onto physical streets.
Which is just, wait, Florida is saying, like, go for it, while at the exact same time you have 169 countries sitting in Geneva for the UN AI governance dialogue, and the White House is finalizing a voluntary safety framework this week.
Yeah, the contrast is stark.
But, isn't a voluntary framework just a polite way of saying there are no actual rules?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
The U.S. approach is very hands-off to prioritize innovation. But then you contrast that with China right now. China's new AI companion law actually forces the shutdown of Dubao and Alibaba's Quen personalized agents by July 15th.
Wait, really? That's like cutting off 345 million users.
Exactly. From emotionally engaging AI. It shows a totally different cultural approach to the psychological impact of technology. China is strictly regulating the emotional bonds people form with these agents, whereas the U.S. is just letting the tech run loose.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. Powering all these models, whether it's Fable 5 or those robotaxis, it requires massive physical infrastructure and capital.
Oh, absolutely. The physical footprint is huge.
Right. And it's colliding with the real world. There's a proposed data center right now next to the Nashville Zoo. It's sparked this huge battle between conservationists and AI infrastructure developers over land use. Just imagine, for you listening, monkeys next door to a massive server farm powering our AI.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it shows how AI is literally fighting for physical space. The cloud isn't invisible. It needs land, water, electricity.
And the money flowing into this is insane. The stock market is just euphoric. The Dow hit a record 53,056.
Driven mostly by chip makers, right?
Yeah, AMD was up 6.6%. Broadcom extended its Apple deal to 2031. And SK Hynix is doing marketing for a $29 billion U.S. IPO to compete with Micron for AI memory dominance.
Which would be the largest foreign debut in U.S. history, by the way.
Right. And you even have President Trump ringing the NYSE and NASDAQ bells from the Oval Office to launch Trump accounts, which are these equity accounts for children to access stock wealth. But how do we balance all of this?
What do you mean?
Well, we have euphoric $29 billion IPOs and Trump accounts fueling the future, but the ISM Services PMI hit 54.0 with employment expanding, and yet 30-year mortgage rates just edged up to 6.664% because of hawkish Fed policy.
Yeah, it's a massive disconnect. Capital flows so freely into future tech, right? But it stalls out when it comes to basic physical needs like housing.
Literally stalls out. The bipartisan 21st Century Road to Housing Act has a July 10 deadline, but Trump is withholding his signature. He's demanding the Saves America Act voter ID bill passes first, but that lacks Senate support.
So it's just total gridlock.
Exactly. People are just trying to afford a 6.6% mortgage today, and the legislation is stuck. So we're pushing all these digital and financial limits, but we're also racing to engineer our own biology.
Oh, the science breakthroughs in today's reading are incredible.
Right. Like, researchers found that exercise slows muscle aging by silencing a specific gene called DEF1.
Yeah, the DEF1 gene. It's wild that we can pinpoint that. And the new ApoB cholesterol test is proving to be much better at predicting heart attacks than the standard LDL test we've always used.
So what does this all mean? Because we have this amazing targeted control, right? We can identify a single gene to literally hack aging and use ApoB to preempt heart attacks.
Right.
But then another study just found 45 common chemicals in pregnant women that are linked to preterm birth and low birth weight. And there are no current regulatory limits on them. How can we do one but not the other?
This raises an important question about our illusion of control. We are brilliant at targeted microinterventions. Like silencing a gene in a lab setting is a very controlled environment. But we struggle massively with macro systems.
Yeah.
Regulating 45 ubiquitous chemicals across global supply chains is messy and complicated. We just don't have a good handle on those large interconnected systems.
And the environment is literally pushing back on us to prove that point.
Oh, progressively.
There is a persistent heat dome baking the central and eastern U.S. right now, with heat indices up to 115 degrees.
Which puts an incredible strain on the power grid.
Exactly. And post-holiday travel is an absolute mess. 3 inches of rain stranded thousands of the 70 million Independence Day travelers. Meanwhile, the Aspen Acres wildfire is growing in Colorado because of high winds.
And don't forget Super Typhoon Bavi causing severe flooding in the northern Mariana Islands.
It's just everywhere, and the global fallout is real. Look at Cuba. Their tourism industry has entirely collapsed due to a deepening energy crisis and rolling blackouts.
Yeah, and tourism is their economic lifeline. So again, you see this tension. We have all this technological ambition, but if the power grid fails because of extreme weather, none of it matters. The chaos just takes over.
And that tension scales all the way up to the global stage, too. World leaders are navigating some huge shifting power dynamics right now.
Definitely. Look at Iran. Following Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's state funeral, Iran's new leadership is facing a really pivotal decision on whether to continue the indirect nuclear talks with the U.S. over in Qatar.
Right. That's a massive geopolitical shift. And domestically, the suspect in the killing of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk just appeared for a multi-day preliminary hearing.
Yeah, they're previewing the evidence right now.
Which is obviously a very heavy, highly scrutinized judicial proceeding. But while all this heavy, chaotic stuff is happening, the public is just looking to the stars and sports for distraction.
This escapism is powerful, you know.
It really is. Astronomers just witnessed the birth of a magnetar. It's this highly magnetic neutron star.
Oh, that was the one with the chirping signal, right?
Yeah. They traced a chirping signal from a distant supernova. We are literally listening to a baby neutron star chirp across the universe. While down here, we are consolidating every movie studio into a mega conglomerate.
You're talking about the Paramount and Skydance acquisition of Warner Bros. discovery.
Yes, at $31 a share, it's advancing for a Q3 2026 close. It's going to create U.S. history's largest entertainment conglomerate.
Entertainment and sports really act as the ultimate unifiers and, honestly, distractors.
Oh, the sports world is pure chaos right now.
The World Cup.
Yes. Norway eliminated Brazil 2-1. Erling Haaland scored a brace.
An incredible upset.
Unbelievable. And England beat Mexico 3-2 down a man thanks to a Bellingham brace. Right now, Spain and Portugal are scoreless in the Iberian Derby. And tonight, the USA plays Belgium.
But there's drama with that match too, right?
So much drama. Belgium actually filed a formal protest because FIFA reinstated Folarin Balogun after a red card. So we're arguing over red cards in Seattle while all this other world-changing stuff happens.
It's wild. Well, massive shifts happen in Iran and major court cases unfold. The world is collectively captivated by Haaland's upset and the regulatory review of a media monopoly.
Which just brings it all together for you listening. We've gone from AI outrunning regulators to find 1997 bugs to markets hitting records while the housing market stalls out.
Yeah, from hacking genes to dodging heat domes.
Exactly. And listening to the stars while watching the World Cup. Being informed today really means seeing these parallel tracks. It's knowing that the exact same world that's generating record down numbers and driverless robotaxis in Miami is also navigating energy grid collapses and unregulated chemicals.
It's a lot to hold in your head at once. But I want to leave you with a completely new thought to mull over, building on all these sources.
Oh, I like this. Lay it on me.
So we talked about Trump accounts, right? Giving children equity to build wealth early on.
Yeah, ringing the bell from the Oval Office.
Right. And we also talked about AI models like Gemini 3.5 Pro and Fable 5 being optimized for long-horizon agentic performance, meaning they can independently manage complex tasks over long periods.
Wait, I see where you're going with this.
If we are setting up these equity accounts for kids, how long until these autonomous AI agents are the ones actively trading those childhood accounts?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. When those kids grow up, will they even understand the markets their personalized bots have been navigating for them? Or will the AI understand human finance better than the humans do?
I mean, that's a terrifying and fascinating thought. If the AI is making all the multi-step decisions, the kids won't have a clue how their money was even made.
Exactly. We might just engineer ourselves right out of the loop.
Oh, on that note, we'll let you all chew on that. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into the Daily Tech Reader. We'll catch you next time.